So in my first discussion video, in the beginning of the semester, I outlined a couple goals. These goals included wanting to make sure that my speaking was more fluent and natural and less robotic. I also set the goal of ensuring that I used some hand gestures and walked back and forth during my speech. And the final goal that I set was including notes and note cards during the speech that actually told me when to take a breath and things like that. Some examples of how I actually accomplished these goals. So first, the one about being natural and more fluent. I think that I accomplished this very well if you take a look at my informative speech versus my persuasive one. My informative speech was a big learning curve for me because I haven't done much public speaking, and you can see I was very nervous and kind of robotic and just read off the cards. But by the time I got to my persuasive one, I actually got to put in a whole extra week of practice. And by the time I actually delivered it, even though it was in front of a really small audience, I felt like I was actually able to give it like I was speaking to them and actually connect with my audience. And some other goals I accomplished, I did manage to use the note cards to prompt pauses for myself. However, some areas that I do still think need work is definitely handling my speaking anxiety, which has gotten much better since the beginning, the informative speech. But even when I delivered my persuasive speech to the small audience, I could still feel that feeling in my gut. So that's definitely something I want to continue to try to practice to get over. And I'm going to try to get over that as well as refine my public speaking skills by hopefully joining the public speaking club that Professor Vega suggested to me. That way I'm able to continue brushing up on all the skills that I've learned and I don't just forget them. The most useful information that I've taken away from this course is definitely the different strategies for giving a particular speech. So like the outline for the informative speech or the persuasive speech. Specifically in regard to the persuasive speech, Monroe's motivated sequence, because I feel like by using this I was able to touch on ethos, logos, and pathos, as well as make sure that I was actually reaching out directly to my audience, which in that case for all of us was college students.